This lecture is a continuation in the photography module, and we'll discuss the different types of image types that we can work with when taking digital images. So the different file types or image file types are created based on the type of compression that file type uses. So as a basic definition of compression, it's a mathematical method used to describe ways of cutting the size of the file. So we use a mathematical process using algorithms that reduce the size of the file. And so with compression, there are two types of compression we can work with, either a lossless type of compression or a lossy type of compression. In a lossless compression type, we use an algorithm that discards no information. However, it does find efficient ways to compress, but it makes no compromise in accuracy. So it does compress the file. However, it doesn't compress it as far as others because it doesn't get rid of any information. The second option is a lossy type of compression, where we use algorithms that do accept some steps of the gradient of that image, or essentially a that for good type lossy compression reduce that file, taking away color or size. However, it doesn't affect the quality or it limits how it affects the quality, meaning it maintains a high quality image, but it gets rid of that information in order to allow us to reduce that file size. So there's a couple of different major types of compression used in digital images. And the first is TIFF. So these are different file types that we can work with. So we have a TIFF file, which uses a lossless image storage or type of compression. It maintains that original quality, and so it's a very large file size. So it doesn't create compression, however, it maintains that original quality and has a large file size. So a TIFF file type is used for high quality digital image. And if you're transferring high quality, large size images from one place to another, and you want to maintain that, you can use a TIFF file. It's oftentimes used to make multiple edits. In general, it's not for use on the web. In the past, actually, a TIFF file type would be displayed in browsers. Browsers were made to handle a TIFF file type. There may be some years changing. You can't display a TIFF file type in a browser. But in many cases, it's not for use on the web. The file type is used as a JPEG file, like a JPEG, instead of lossy, because JPEG, most colors say it's color bank, it's very good, so most colors, most colors, I want to make that so it's just for the graphics, if you want to colors, because that large areas of colors to but here, if we remove the white or treat that as the background, we have very few colors, just a handful of. We have large areas of uniform color. And so you can see each one of these, even though, let's say, there are little parts of the tiger head here that might seem small, that those still are very large areas of uniform color. Meaning if we were to zoom in and be able to see the individual pixels, each pixel was going to have the same color, that same black color. So it still is, even though the small area, it still has a large area of uniform color. As compared to a continuous transition tone image like you normally would take of a photograph or something, where if you zoom in, each one of those pixels are going to be a different color, and so the GIF is not necessarily a good file type for that situation. A third file type that we work with digital images is a JPEG. And this is probably the most popular type of compression. It is a lossy type of compression, so it does remove some information. However, what it does is it accesses that pool of over 16 million different colors, and it discards information that the eye won't see or won't be able to notice. And so what it does is it removes that information that's not essential, that's not core to that image, or essential in terms of what we would need it for. And so it's able to remove information and such, being able to reduce that file size, yet maintaining a high quality. With the JPEG compression type, there are different levels of compression, meaning depending on what level of compression you want to use, you can change that setting. So if you want to maintain as best high quality as you can do that. Or if you want a really small file size, you can do even more compression to reduce that. But overall, the JPEG compression type achieves outstanding compression ratios while maintaining a very high image quality. And it's for that reason that it's kind of an all-purpose use compression type. It is the most widely used image type out there because, again, it maintains a very high quality, but at the same time can make the file sizes very workable. So it's a great type of compression for continuous tone or photographic images, kind of like you see here, real life images where there is going to be this continuous transition from color. As we mentioned in the last one, there's no areas in this image that are of the same color, meaning even if we were to zoom in on the sky here, which appears very white, that each pixel is going to be a slightly different color. So there's this continuous transition. It's all-purpose use and great use for the web. Most of the images out on the web are a JPEG compression type. Otherwise then the GIF style that we just looked at would be another popular one for simple graphics, animated type things. So the JPEG is the most popular. In many cases your camera is going to capture images in the JPEG format, whether it's a smartphone, whether it's a basic digital camera or a high quality SLR camera. It's going to capture in that JPEG format. There are also some other file types that are out there. There's some different proprietary image types. Proprietary means that that image type really, that file type really only works with the software that it's made for. So for example, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe has created the PSD, which is a file type, Photoshop file type, that for the most part only works with Photoshop or other Adobe products. And so it's proprietary to the Adobe product line. But you could choose to work with that file type, or you can even also choose to have no compression, which is what we call a RAW file type. High quality, professional quality SLR cameras can be set to where they will capture in a RAW format, which uses no compression. This allows the photographer to be able to maintain that absolute best quality of image. However, the file sizes are quite large. So you can see here, this is a screenshot of a Canon SLR camera settings, and within this, as we go to the quality, we can choose whether we want to capture in RAW format here, or JPEG, or both. One of the nice features about newer professional quality cameras is that they allow you to select both as an option. So you can choose to capture a RAW as well as a JPEG. And what this allows you to do then is if you need to quickly transfer or send somebody that image file, you could use the JPEG file that is saved, but then you also maintain that original RAW quality there. So if you only want to capture the JPEG, you could choose this option right here, which will not collect the RAW, and then choose your different level of setting as we talked about before in terms of the resolution and compression on this option here. Or if you want RAW only and you want to manage your own image files using the software that you have, you could just capture the RAW only. Newer cameras also give you the option to collect a smaller size RAW. So maybe you know that you're not needing a large poster. You don't need that maximum resolution, but you want that absolute best image quality. You can choose one of these options here, which is a great feature in the new Canon cameras. So this lecture went over the different image types. Those image types are based off of the different types of compression that are used. Once again, the JPEG is the all-purpose, most common file type used for capturing any type of continuous tone image, whether that be a real-life thing, and for use for high-quality prints as well as for use on the web. Our GIF type of file type is for basic graphics, animated type things where there's large areas of uniform color. It has the smallest file type, file size possible, and but only used for those large areas of uniform color. We also have the TIFF, which is a high quality professional file compression type, which can be used if you're wanting to maintain that quite high quality. If you are wanting to maintain the overall best quality of that image and you're not concerned about the file size, then capturing in RAW format is your best option, and it's what the photographers, high quality professional photographers will capture their images.